So I have here with me some course you can do in Canada here within 6 months, less than 6 month course. If you are looking for job and you're just looking around for some things you can do, just to increase your chance, or, just to add something to your CV, or even you are here on a visitor's visa, you can go for any of these courses, because as a visitor's visa, you can register for a course that is less than 6 months. So now I went around and I have some few courses that you can do. Like, these are high valued course, not just anyhow course. So these are high valued course you can do here in Canada in less than 6 months, that will boost your CV. I have some that is even less than 1 month, that will get you that job as soon as possible, and also boost your CV in case maybe you want to get a promotion or anything. So now, my name is Taiwo, and if this is your first time watching me, don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. So the first job I have, like the first job I'm going to say that I have here, is security guard. As a security guard, you can apply for a security guard in Canada here, and it's cost. You can even apply for, you can go to a school. So there are two ways to apply for a security guard. You can go to a school, like a school that offers security guard, and it will take maybe like 2 weeks or anything, for the course, for the program during the school. Or you can do it online. There's online, there's offline program. I do advise people to go for the online program, because some school, depending on the location, so instead of you just going looking for a school to go, to study the security guard, you can apply for the security guard online, and most of it costs $99. And most of these online course, security guard course, is recognized also. So now they are approved. Anywhere you are in Canada, just search for security guard program, and you see the one that is within you. If you want to go for the school, yeah, you can just go. I think it costs like $250, $200 for the in-class program, but for the online program, with just $99 Canadian dollars, you can apply for it and you will be certified. If you are in Alberta here, so you, after collecting your certification, you went go for the to the registry, to write your test, and you will get certified from the Alberta government and all that. So now, and you will be certified within a month, maximum within a month. You will get your certification, and you, even from the government, from the Alberta or any province you are in. I'm saying it because I'm in Alberta. So if I mention Alberta, it means that I'm here because I'm here and all that. So, but the same thing goes for other province also in Canada here. So now, but each province has their own rules and regulations. So I will always say things based on where I am here. I'm not going to generalize some things, but you can also make your research just to know more about where you are in Canada. But in Alberta here, you can go for a security training online and also in class, and you will get certified maximum within a month, and you can get a job. Now let's go to Indeed. This will be a detailed video, like let's go to Indeed, like indeed.com, and we'll search security guard. Let me go for security guard in Alberta here. So in Alberta, but it's the same thing. You can just check any province or any location you will be, you are in, or you are coming, you're going to in Canada. So, and check how much they pay. So as a security guard in Alberta here, they pay minimum of $20. So in Alberta, so now minimum $20, and it's 12 hours shift. So most security guard go for 12 hours shift. So just count $20 times 12 hours. So now that is how you'll be paid. And even if you now have a class 5 license, if you can get a driver's license with it, then they're going to pay you higher. And there are so many advantages being a security guard here in Canada. So now even most students do go for security guard because it has so many hours. So now it has so many hours. You can 12 hours shift, and you can do it maybe Saturday, Sunday, Monday to Friday, depending on, or overnight shift. So I have some students that are doing overnight shift for security guard, and just to make things for themselves, because it's not easy here in Canada, and a lot of people are just trying to gather something, do morning shift, do evening shift, just to make it and pay their school fee, pay their house rent, and just to just to make things for themselves, and that's it. So with security guard has so many hours. So it's 12 hours shift. You can do overnight. Most overnight pay maybe like $22, because overnight pay is more than the day pay. So most people always prefer, especially students, do prefer to go for overnight shift. And let me just end that on security guard. So make your own research based on your location, but I would recommend you can go for the online class. It's very easy. It's not something that is that hard. But if you are someone that you love to pay in the class, then go for the in-class program. So, and the next one I'm going to mention is truck driver. So now, truck driver is this kind of a job whereby it requires nothing. They don't need your degree. They don't need anything that you're bringing, just your certificate, just your license, the driver's license. And we call it, depending on the truck you'll be driving. So we have the class 1, so we have the class 2, we have the class 3 license for truck. So now class 3 is for any truck with 6 tires with 4 axles, like other 6 tires truck, those small truck. But class 2 is bus, like school bus or public bus and all that. And class 1 is the big bus, like the big long trailer, those long trailer and any other trailer that you require. Because in Canada here, so now most there's what we call the double trailer truck, so whereby they will attach another trailer at the back. So now with all these things, what you only need to become a truck driver is just your class 1. And you can get your class 1 certification within just 6 months, minimum 6 months. Like the 6 months is the maximum length you can use. Some schools even offer you can get it within 4 months, within 5 months and all that. So now you can get your class 3 within 1 month. The class 3 certification for those small trailer, small truck and all that. So now you can get your class 2 within 2 months or so, 3 months or so. So now you can one thing about truck driver is that depending on the experience, also foreign experience don't really count in truck driver in Canada. If you have your foreign experience and you think you doesn't really mean anything here. So now what is important is the Canadian experience. So I do advise people, instead of going for the class, if you have the money to become a class 1 in Canada. So now depending on the province, but my province, which is Alberta, so it will cost you from 7,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollar, but you can get your class 3 with maybe like 3,000 to 5 Canadian dollar, and within a month you're done. You have your license already within a month. So you can start from, if you have the money, you can go for class 1. If you have a class 1 license, you can drive class 2, you can drive class 3, you can drive anything with class 1 license. So that's why it's expensive. You can drive anything with class 1, but if you have class 2 license, you can drive class 3 truck, you can drive class 4, you can drive anything, but you cannot drive class 1. So it's the same thing. So if you have class 3, you cannot drive class 2, you can't drive class 1 truck or trailer. So you can only drive class 4, class 5 and all that. So class 5 is the normal car and all. So now what I'm going to say is that if you have the money, get your class 1. Just pay the money. I don't know, depending on the province or anything, pay the cash, and it has so many advantages in having that class 1. But if you don't have the money, you can go for the class 3. It costs maybe like 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, depending on the school and your location. So get your class 3, then use that one to gain experience, because experience matter most. See, foreign experience doesn't count in Canada. So now, because Canadian the only foreign experience that counts in Canada is if you are from the USA. So like if you're from the US, because both of them share the same thing. So if you have a US truck driver license, then you can come to Canada, and exchange it. You don't even need to do any test again, just exchange it and you're good to go. But if you're from Africa or you're from any other country, Asia or anything, you have to do the Canadian road test, go to school like normal, this thing, like a fresher. So you just have to start afresh. So now, and most companies might not even pay you that well if you don't have the Canadian experience. So now many people just be like, oh, then I'll start. There's that's like, I don't know, there's this belief like, oh, truck driver, I'll start collecting $50 per hour, and at the end of the day, they'll spend the money and the company will be telling you, hey, I can only pay you $30 per hour. Because what? Because you don't have any experience. See, most companies don't like to hire new people in truck driving. So new drivers, because new drivers tend to make mistakes, and company don't want to have accident. No company want to experience maybe a driver having accident or making error or hitting the bridge. There was a news last month about a company in Manitoba that was their driver hit a bridge. They hit all those low bridge like within 3 months. So like they have like 3 or 4 of their truck. It's different bridges in Manitoba. So the company got suspended and all that. So most companies don't want to. So those are the error of a new driver. So that's one of the reasons most companies don't like to hire new driver, because new drivers tend to make mistakes. So they always prefer to go for the 1 year experience, 2 year Canadian experience driver. So now, if you have years of experience back home, start from class 3. Use that one to gain the Canadian experience, how to drive in the snow, how to drive on the ice, how to check overweight, over height, DOT. So one thing about a truck driver here in Canada is that as soon as you get your license, you don't have any problem with the police anymore when you're driving. Police will not, except maybe they charge you for maybe over speeding or anything. If you did not bind your truck, your load well, or something or you're carrying overweight or over height and all that. I think I'm going longer on truck driving, but if you're going with overweight or over height, the only people you have problem with is the DOT, and that is the Department of Transportation, and you don't want to have a problem with them. So that is it. I think I'm going longer on that. So now, and that is just it. Start from that, and so that is that about truck driving. Maybe I'll make a longer video separately about that, maybe next time. If you want me, you can just drop it as a comment below that you want me to talk more about that. Is digital marketing. Digital marketing is something, or social media marketing is something that people don't really want to focus on, but it is one of those jobs here in Canada that it pays well, but people don't really focus on it. So before a company will hire you as maybe their social media admin or social digital marketing, or or anything in the social media realm, maybe just to be in charge of their website, in charge of their Instagram page, in charge of their social media page entirely, because most companies in Canada here, as local companies, most big companies here are on social media. So they are on TikTok, they are on Instagram, they are on Facebook, especially Facebook. So they don't use Facebook to play here, because easily chat with a company on Facebook. You can get their details on Facebook, or also Google. Like, in case anybody write a review on their Google platform, you'll be the one to reply, you'll be the one to attend to, question and answer on the on Google Business and all that. So now the social media marketing, from here I have NIET, that I think the Northern Alberta Institute of Science and Technology. They offer social media marketing, digital marketing, and it's 1 month program. So I think it's 42 hours of live online instruction by NIET. That is they are experts in digital marketing, and they have 30 hours of self-directed online training. So these are 42 plus 30 hours online program. So, and it costs two, let me see, professional, it costs 2,625 at NIET. But other you can find some other cheaper schools that offer this program also, the social media marketing or digital marketing, so depending on what they call it now. But near the Northern Alberta Institute of Science and Technology, so like they call it digital marketing. So let's go to Indeed and check how much they pay a social media marketing or manager or something. So like, I'm going to choose Alberta here, but you can, depending on your location and all that, so you can check for your location, for your province, your location, just to know more if it is something that is relevant where you are. So now in Alberta here, they pay from $19 to $25. So depending on the company, depending on the location. Like, I'm seeing a job here, a social media and communication coordinator, and they are paying $48,000 per year. So now after tax, and this is another, there are so many jobs. So this is from $25 per hour job for a digital marketing coordinator. So it depending on your location, depending on your job, on the company you're working for, social media marketing is something that anybody can do. Your wife can do it, you can do it. So if a female can do it, male can do it. So now it's something that is easy. Just be in charge of their social media, have something to say, reply to complaint, reply to messages, be the voice of the company, and that is it. So now another one I have here is food handler. One thing is that you cannot work in any eatery restaurant here in Canada if you don't have a food handler certification. Many newcomers always have that believe that, okay, let me even find a job in the restaurant or in something. I just need a restaurant job. Restaurant job is okay for me and all that. But most restaurants will ask you if you have a food handler certification. If you don't have it, then they will not employ you. You will not be employed. So that is why food handler certification is something that is very, very important. You can get it. It's online. These are online courses you can do online. And it costs how much? $29 just to have it. Just $29. And you can get certified as little as 6 hours. So now the website I am right now, so they offer it in for $29. Let's just say $30, and you can be certified within 6 hours. It's just a video just to tell you some things to do, and at the end of the day, you write the exam. If you pass it, they will issue a certification, and it's part of it. And their certification is recognized in all provinces: Ontario, Alberta, British Columbia, Quebec, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, all provinces around Canada. So that's the food safety training.ca. So I think I'm going to list, put the name of the website here. So now you can check it out or look for any other one that you think that is okay for you. So this will be the end of my video. If you have any question or you have anything to ask me, don't forget to just add it on this comment below. I'll definitely reply to your comment. So now I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.